Have you ever felt stuck, wondering why some people achieve incredible success while others don't? Or struggled to change a habit, no matter how hard you try? James Clear's Atomic Habits is the ultimate guide to understanding why we behave the way we do and how small changes can lead to massive transformations. In today's video, I'm breaking down the book's powerful lessons, sharing real-life stories, and explaining how you can use these strategies to improve your life. Stick with me to the end, because I'll also share my own experience applying these principles. And trust me, they work. Let's dive in. Let's start with a story that perfectly captures the essence of this book. Clear shares the example of British cycling. For decades, they were mediocre, no medals, no wins. Then, they hired a coach who focused on tiny improvements like adjusting bike seats and even testing different massage gels. These changes were so small, they seemed insignificant. But within 5 years, the British team dominated the Olympics, winning 60% of gold medals. They went on to win the Tour de France multiple times. Why? Because small habits, when compounded over time, create remarkable results. This idea of 1% better every day is the foundation of Atomic Habits. Imagine, if you improve by 1% daily, you're 37 times better after a year. It's not about massive changes. It's about consistency and momentum. One of the most striking ideas in the book is that systems are more important than goals. Clear says, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Think about it. Everyone has the goal to lose weight, write a book, or earn more money, but not everyone succeeds. Why? Because goals give you direction, but systems create results. Let's say your goal is to run a marathon. Without a system, like running 3 times a week, tracking your progress, and gradually increasing your distance, you'll never get there. The lesson? Focus less on the outcome and more on the process. Build a system, and success will follow. Clear introduces the 4 laws of behavior change to help us build good habits and break bad ones. Let's dive deeper into each one. Number 1, make it obvious. If you want to build a habit, make the cue impossible to miss. For example, if you want to drink more water, place a bottle on your desk. Personal tip: I started keeping my gym shoes by my bed, so they're the first thing I see in the morning. It made working out much easier to stick with. Number 2, make it attractive. Habits should feel rewarding. You can pair them with something enjoyable. For instance, listen to an audiobook only when you're walking. Number 3, make it easy. Start small, so small it feels too easy to fail. Want to read more? Commit to just 1 page a day. This lowers resistance and builds momentum. Number 4, make it satisfying. Your brain craves rewards. Celebrate small wins, crossing off a task, for example, so the habit feels fulfilling. Clear also explains how to use these laws to break bad habits. Make them invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. This is where Atomic Habits gets really profound. Clear emphasizes that true change starts with identity. For example, instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, say, I am a runner. By aligning your habits with your identity, you're not just focusing on what you want to achieve, you're focusing on who you want to become. Clear's concept of the habit loop, cue, craving, response, reward, helps reinforce this identity. Here's how it works. Cue, a trigger like seeing your running shoes. Craving, the motivation to act. Response, going for a run. Reward, feeling accomplished afterward. Every time you perform the habit, you reinforce your identity. Over time, you go from trying to being. Of course, building habits isn't always smooth sailing. Clear highlights common pitfalls. Getting impatient. Habits take time to show results. Remember the idea of compound growth. Progress might feel invisible at first, but it will snowball. Losing motivation. Instead of relying on willpower, design your environment to make good habits easier. Breaking the streak. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. The key is to never miss twice. I applied Clear's advice to my own life, and one habit I built was journaling. I started by writing 1 sentence a day. Over time, it became a daily practice that helps me reflect and stay focused. The biggest change I noticed? I no longer feel overwhelmed by big goals. Instead, I focus on small, consistent actions, knowing they'll lead to long-term results. Atomic Habits is more than a book, it's a toolkit for life. Whether you're trying to break bad habits, build new ones, or simply understand yourself better, this book is a game changer. My only critique? Some ideas might feel repetitive if you've read other self-help books, but the clarity and practical advice make it worth your time. What's one habit you want to build or break? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Chapter Trek. Together, we'll transform one habit at a time. See you in the next video.